Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the Big Red Wrap Up. Not the Big Red Wrap Up, but it's getting close to this season. So, but this is another episode of The Reporter for Monday, August 21st, 2023. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Just pretty much just a quick one episode follow up story on that Michael Orr situation as far as him getting uh, unfair treatment as far as what he was owe him. Pretty much a story that has turned into a he said, she said thing. If I can find the follow up story. Uh, Technical difficulties will be right with you. There we go. Okay. Okay. Basically, the situation turned into a he said, she said thing. Now the family, the Tui family is claiming that Michael Orr had threatened them with negative press if pretty much if they don't give him 15 million an attempt or 15 million 50 million shakedown. You know, in other words, blackmail. You know, you know, give me a certain amount of money, I'm gonna give you some negative press, and that's pretty much what this story is all about. Brought to you, of course, by Vibe. Let's get right to it. Family depicted in The Blind Side claims Michael Ward threatened them with negative press. On Monday, August 14th, former NFL Michael Ward, whose story is depicted in the old Netflix Blind Side, claimed that his guardians benefited financially from his falsified adoption and storyline in the Oscar-winning film. The Tui family has responded to their legal representation. Leanne Lee Ann and Sean Tui are claiming that Orr attempted a shakedown on the couple for 15 million ahead of filing a petition regarding the adoption and the movie residuals. According to attorney Martin Singer, the Tui family opened their home to Michael Orr, offered him structure, support, and most of all, unconditional love. People reports. His response was to threaten them, including saying that he would plant a negative story about them in the press unless they paid him 15 million. Like I said, in other words, blackmail. Statement reportedly continues Michael, Mr. Orr has actually attempted to run this play several times before he was stopped after the lawyers representing him saw the evidence and learned the truth. Sadly, Mr. Orr has finally found a willing enabler to file this the luxurious, uh, luxurious lawsuit as a cynical attempt to drum up attention in the middle of his latest book tour. On the former Carolina Panther and Baltimore Raven players claims outlandish singer added that anyone with a medicum modicum of common sense can see that the outlandish claims made by Michael Orr about the Tui family are hurtful and absurd. The idea that the Tuis have ever sought to profit off of Mr. Orr is not only offensive, it's transparently ridiculous. We try cases in the courtroom based on facts. We have confidence in our judicial system. And our client, Michael Ward, states attorney J. Gerard Strauch, the whatever. We believe that justice will be served in the courtroom, and we hope to get there quickly. On Monday, U.S. Weekly confirmed that a petition had been filed in Shelby County of Tennessee, where Orr claimed that he was urged to sign a conservatorship instead of adoption papers. The lawsuit also claims that Orr, who started living with the Tuohys at 16, unknowingly signed away the rights to his life story to 20th Century Fox in '07. Other claims have received nothing. Or claims he has received nothing from the blind side, which grossed over 300 million worldwide. The Tuohys reportedly negotiated the contract of 225,000 with an extra 2.5% of future defined net proceeds to their family per the lawsuit. Singer has claimed that Orr did indeed receive equitable profit from the blind side. And Michael Lewis, a friend of the Sean since childhood, was approached about turning his book into on Michael Orr and the Tuohys into a movie about their family. His agents negotiated a deal where they received a small advance from the production company and a tiny percentage of net profits. They instead that any money received be divided equally. The attorney stated while adding the Tuohys made good on the pledge. Speaking to Orr, unknowingly, Singer conservatorship papers instead of adoption documents. Singer stated that the Tuohys have always been upfront about the details of their conservatorship. He claims the family represented the guardianship papers to assist with Mr. Orr's needs, ranging from getting him health insurance and obtaining a driver's license to helping with college admissions. Singer also noted that Sean and Lee uh, and are open to terminating the conservatorship either now or at any time in the future. The attorney added that the Tuohys will not hesitate to defend their good names, stands up to the shakedown and defeat this offensive lawsuit. With Mike didn't grow up with a stable family life. When the Tuohy's family told Mike they loved him and wanted to adopt him, he felt it filled the void that had been with him his entire life. Strange, Strange um, stated to ESPN, discovered that he wasn't exactly adopted, devastated Mike and wounded him deeply. In February, Orr learned that the Tuohy family was still receiving money from the Sandra Bullock starring film. That's when he hired attorney J. Gerard Strange to look into the situation. The investigation allegedly led Strange to unraveling his conservatorship. I'm disheartened by the revelation shared in the lawsuit today. A rep for Ward shared the statement to people. This is a difficult situation for my family and me. I want to ask everyone to please respect our privacy at this time. But now I will let the lawsuit speak for itself or offer no further comment. Well, well, that would do it for that one. Pretty much speaks for itself. And Tully family claiming that Orton blackmailed them, blackmailed them, or have blackmailed them for 15 billion. at least get some piece of the pie, so to speak, of that movie that came out in '09, The Blind Side. Uh, but God only knows. Somebody's lying. Usually when a controversy turns into a he said, she said situation, somebody's just lying. But you got on one hand, Michael didn't get nothing whatsoever. You got on the other hand, they claiming that he's blackmailed. He's blackmailing them. Rake their name to the coals. Destroy their name. With every chance he gets, unless he gets a piece of the pie. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And a piece of the pie, 15 million's worth of that pie. But it's a crazy story. But what's all together? Hollywood at its finest. you you keep me out in the cold, I'm gonna blackmail you in return. Hollywood at its finest. That's all I got for this one. This is another episode of the Reporter on August 21st, 2023, on a Monday. I'm gone.